Total door gasket window installation.
Of transporter.
Yes.
Okay.
So especially if you've got fresh paint, you need to put some tape up here, because this thing wants to wander off on its own, and you'll find out it's scratching the paint while you're focusing down here trying to do your work. So put some tape.
Which side is that for?
Slide this outer piece in first. It's best to put the bottom all the way down into the slot, and then put the back in there to get it. So you don't want to bend this because it's really, really thin metal, to get this lined up. So once you get it in there, you want to push back on this corner so it fits, and check these front corners. Check this front corner right here, and you'll check this bottom one down here. Sometimes these pieces have defects on the back side that you need to file down and get rid of, that keep that from going in there really nice and flush. So see, that's a really good fit right there. Okay, so once you check to make sure there's no defects on this really thin metal, and then you've got good corners in here, see that? Then you got to put in these fittings down here. And if you look real close, you'll see that they're little triangular shaped pieces. Okay. And inside this side, there's slots. And you got to line up these with those slots. So it's good to make sure that the slots are
From
clear
here
all the way
all
down.
the way down. Okay.
And a good tool to use is one of these right here, because it lets you get in there and either lift the piece or pull it forward or pull it backwards so that you can get that slot lined up into the hole.
Okay.
And you keep your fingers kind of down in here as you're working your way from left to right, and kind of keep pushing it, keep squeezing it in there. And when you get that lined up just right, you'll hear it snap and pop. So now I've got just this last one here to do.
Okay.
So I'm kind of look and see if I got it lined up with the hole, and it is. So I'm just going to keep squeezing,
It popped.
and there it popped.
Cool.
Now I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that they're all seated really nice and good, and that's the end of that step.
Okay.
See that one popped? Okay.
All right.
Okay, so next is to put in the felt clips. That'll help hold the rest of that chrome trim piece in place for you. Some people will reuse the old ones, and they can work if you have to, but the new ones go in so much nicer and easier. I always recommend, if you can, get the new clips instead.
You can just get these clips from
From
Wolfsburg,
Wolfsburg West, yes.
our sponsor.
Yep. And you can see they have a little
It's like
clip.
a wiper blade. Yeah.
Little clip. So there's holes up in there that you want to insert that little clip and then push it in the direction that it's open. So you can see there's one right there,
Yeah.
and the hole doesn't line up too good on that one. But if I push it back where it belongs,
That hole. Okay.
see now how it lines up?
Yeah.
Okay? So what you want to do is put that little clip in that hole and push it in place.
And no tools necessary, just your hands.
I got a screwdriver here that I'll use at times to help get it in there, especially with the older clips.
Yeah.
Get it in there and then slide it. But you saw how quick.
Yeah, it's easy.
because it was a brand new clip.
Okay.
Okay. So you kind of want to do that definitely here in the front and in the middle and probably along the back.
There's only 3?
Yeah, and there's one right here. That's it. And there's one maybe down here. Yep, one down here. So you got
Okay.
2 in the back and 1, 2, 3 up here.
So 5.
And that's it.
Total.
Yep. And just try to remember which way you put them in. If for any reason you need to take them out and kind of start over,
Okay.
you want to know which way you put them in so you know which way to pull or push.
Okay, let's do another one.
Okay? Oh, sure. Put me on the spot.
Yeah. You've been on the spot.
There. That's locked.
That was easy.
So this is what holds the felt up
Okay.
there.
So that's the second step.
It holds the trim piece against the bodywork, and it holds the felt in place to keep it from falling down when you roll down your window.
Okay. Again, that's the second step.
Yep. Okay.
And that's the parts that you can get from Wolfsburg West. We don't have the part number, but just call them and they know. I smell paint.
Third step. This is the inner sweep, glass sweep, and when you get it from the vendor, more than likely the wire's not installed. So you kind of, if you took out your old one, you may remember that these little nubs here go through
The holes.
the little holes. You want to get that in there. Try not to bend the wire out of shape. It's okay to bend the rubber,
Not the wire.
but not the wire. If you'll notice, the wire is,
Kind of like a fin, a shark fin.
yeah, but it's directional,
Yeah.
okay? So the way that I've got this in there, of course, the smooth side with the lip goes on the inside. So this is gonna go below the painted edge, and then this is gonna be above. And this little tail is what comes up down in here. But if you notice, because of the angle of these, if you just tried to go straight in, they're not gonna go in the hole,
Oh yeah.
right?
Right.
Right? Because they're angled wrong, right? You can't just push it straight in. But if you start at the end that the angle's pointing to, and you pull the rubber out,
It will go in. That's
now
the trick.
it's facing directly into
Inwards.
the hole.
Yeah.
You see that? See
I
how it's
see the
facing
hole.
straight
Yeah.
in? So where's my hole? There it is. So get it in there.
So that's the trick. Start from the front.
Well, the front, because that's the way the wire was put in
Yeah.
to get the wire to go in there. And again, I'm probably going to end up using my my pick to help because my fingers are too fat.
First one in.
So if you kind of look back, I'll try to pull this back so you can see. My finger's out of the way. You can see how that's in there now.
Got it.
Okay? So again, if you look at the hole, you see the hole is back here, about right there, but
Right.
the pin is poking up right here.
So
But if
you
you
need to
curl
bend
this
it.
back, it ends up pulling the nose of the back more in alignment with the hole.
Gotcha.
Center the window
So-
on the opening.
Get your finger down in there.
Yeah, just like that.
And I know some of you are probably thinking, wouldn't this have been easier to install this part without this rubber in the way? And the answer is, oh, sure, it would. But then that means that this rubber is going to be in the way
When you put
go
the other
to
rubber
install
in.
the other one.
So either or.
Either way you go, something's going to be in the way.
So hold on a second.
And it's just been my experience
Window out, and
that
since we're
it's
starting
easier
up
for
here,
me
let's put this gasket against the window
if I
I'm just looking at this, just figure it
install
out.
the outer rubber first. For me, that works best.
There's a lot of things going on at once. We're putting in the side window.
Okay, so I'm gonna just pull this out now.
And this is our
If you could just
a
like.
1973
Take it out and put it back in here.
Riviera. This is the 33rd raffle bus from the Arizona Bus Club. You can win this for $1 a ticket. Proceeds goes back to the community.
Got this right here. We gotta, okay, so.
We do it every year
put this
because
right here.
we're
We have
crazy.
fun doing it, yeah.
Oh, there you go. We have fun doing it. We're crazy.
Down.
So that's the
We
process.
enjoy doing. Yep, and you just gotta kind of work it in there and
Try and push it this way.
Again, all these parts can be purchased at Wolfsburg West.
And Russell,
I have
put
to
it
stop.
down right here.
And you have to stop.
Yeah, because they're wiggling.
What did I step into? Is that oil?
Okay.
I don't know what that is. So a tech tip for installing this inner seal is you want to make sure down in here that that wire is seated up nice and flush against the bodywork. These areas here are pretty much easier to do. It's not until you get down here to the end where it gets a little bit more difficult because it's hard to get your fingers
For your tool?
wrapped around that. Can you see that light? See that little bit of metal sticking out right there?
Yeah.
You want to make sure that that's nice and flush against the bodywork. A lot of times this last pin to try to put it in, that tail of the wire will want to stick out into the window
And it's
area.
gonna scratch your window.
And it'll scratch your window and it keep you from putting the felt down in there. So you want to make sure you do a good job of getting that last piece of metal down in there nice and flush. Yep, that's a good shot. A bit more to the outside. Yeah. Okay? All right. Thanks.